Hey everybody, as you can see, we are back to road to 3000 plus, and again, as you can see, our rating dropped a lot. Right now it's 28, 2070, but it was 2971. It's more than 100. It's around 150 lower than what it was. I was on vacation and I dropped a lot during vacation. I donated my whole points, and this is why you see it's such a catastrophic situation right now. And we should start again our road to 3000, and let's see what can we do and how we will progress. Okay, what we have. Apparently I can take that rook, and if it takes with the knight, or I can pin the rook, right? I can pin the rook. I don't think pinning is winning. I can pin the rook with the bishop at d3, but this doesn't help. I thought about taking the rook first, and then taking the second rook, and then taking the knight, and when he takes back with the we take rook, he takes with the knight, and we take knight, he takes with the queen, and then say check at d4, and he should move the king, and king doesn't have many places to go, and it should go, the only place is h1, and then I didn't see continuation from here. I actually thought about playing bishop at d3 to imagine queen is in white queen is in c2, rook is in b1, so bishop c d3 pins wins exchange in first glance, but it doesn't, because because white can simply pin my bishop by playing something like queen d1. So this plan doesn't work, but one thing I've noticed is that taking d4 pawn is very important. And how can I do that? How can I win that pawn? Or no, I'm thinking about taking the rook and then playing, after it takes with the bishop, with the knight, playing queen c3. Queen c3 with the goal of pressing the knight, and yeah, it's working, yes. Pressing the knight, and if he moves the knight away, I have a check at e3. Let's say if it doesn't move the knight, and I play queen c3, I take the rook, he takes with the knight, I go queen c3, and there are two possibilities: either he moves the knight or he doesn't move the knight. Suppose he doesn't move the knight, then he has to play something like rook c1. In that case, I just simply play bishop d3, pinning the knight further, pressing the knight further, and he cannot escape. Yes, he should give up the knight, because if he moves the knight, I take his rook with the queen, and my queen is defended by my rook. So after queen c3, okay, let me repeat everything: rook take rook, knight take rook, and queen c3. The only possible move is to move the knight, right? It's not possible to defend this knight at this point. And then we have the option to say check at d3, at e3, sorry, at e3, and I think this is winning. Okay, because then my queen can go in once more. There is nothing frightening here. Oh, okay, it stopped. Okay, I just want to show what happened here. First of all, he cannot play like this because, as I said, I pinned the knight and win the knight. I mean, there is no escape room here, and yeah, it's a complete piece. So he cannot defend the knight. He should move the knight backward. He should move the knight or backward or forward, whatever, let's say he moves the knight here, and we had this killer check, because this is killer, because yes, exactly this point that bishop comes in, and if we do some moves to prolong the game, it doesn't help. As you can see, you can pin the knight and eventually win it. And if he doesn't do something like that, then he just simply move the queen away, like says, okay, I want to, oh, it doesn't have any place to go actually. So he really has to do this, because I was thinking even if he played the queen somewhere, then I can play queen f2, and that was basically killer. Okay, let's go to the next one. I take with the check, I say it's the next check, and then I don't have any continuation check. Or I play directly to h3, and what can I do? It doesn't have a check. It does have a check. Yeah, I say take it with the check, I say next check, and I say mate. This was easy. Okay, the only part about this was like, this was very decisive move, yes, because you say that I will mate you in two different squares and you can't do anything. But you can do, but simply say check, and when I capture back, I'm lost. He's up a complete bishop and several pawns. Not several, but yeah, it's several, 2 pawns. Okay. So next one. If I take his, okay, he's attacking, his your material apparently is even, but if I take his pawn is with the bishop attacking to his rook, it is gunner, yes? I mean, how can he save this rook? I can even say check, or I can just simply take it. Or can I? Okay. Now I'm thinking about, yeah, attacking the bishop. And if he attacks my bishop, yeah, I should attack this bishop. Then I can say this check. Oh, sorry. Why? Why this is not a winner move? Okay, let me see what was the solution. I could just simply take the bishop. What a stupid player I am. Okay, wow. Now, what was in my thought was that, okay, if he doesn't take, if he do something like that, I can simply say check, and then whatever he do, next move I will capture this bishop. So he had to take this, okay? Or if he was moving this backward, it was clear that I can win the rook. First, I could even say check and then win the rook. So he really had to take this one, and I had to play this move because, like, right now this is not bringing too much to me. But yeah, it still is winner. I don't know. This this is +2, and that's enough for winning. Just that conscious think about, yeah, about designing better puzzles. Yeah, I thought this is not very good. I'm up a pawn, but not enough. So I played this best move, and then he played this move, and here I don't know why I took this pawn. It still is winning, okay, but I just needed to take this bishop and finish the game. Okay, this was a bad puzzle, I would say, because white has several ways of winning, maybe not the fastest way, but puzzle says that you should win, not in the fastest way. Okay. I'm thinking that this rook on the h6 is very badly placed. Also, the other rook is not that fantastic. Yeah, okay, I think what I can do is that I take his knight with the rook. He takes he takes my, if I take his knight with the rook, he has to take it with the rook. Then I play knight. Yeah, it's not super interesting. Then I play knight g7 and attacking his both of his rooks. Then I saw that if he takes my rook, okay, by his rook on h6, I take his rook with check, and then I take back the other rook, and yeah, it seems that it's not good, especially because after I take his knight, he takes my rook, and if I play knight g7, he simply plays rook h8. And yeah, he is threatening to take my rook in my h1 rook in the next move. If I exchange the rooks, then I don't have anything to play, basically, right? Another option for me is to play again the same move sequence, but this time I take his after I take his rook, he takes my rook back. I play knight g7. If he takes my rook, I take his bishop with check. And okay, I take his rook with check, and then the other rook with check. Okay, I don't see any continuation here. What if I attack the rook directly? Yeah, what if I played knight g7 directly? That sounds much better, right? Yeah, I played knight g7 directly. If he takes my rook, I take his knight with a check. If he take back, I think it's very good, but I'm not seeing complete continuation. But it is somehow forced that he should take it. Oh, is it? Yeah, it is. Force. So let's do it. No, my idea was to take the rook and take the rook and then take the knight. Yeah. Take the knight. And next time move, I'm queening my pawn. And he should do something like, the point is that after this sequence, he should play something like that. And oh, the engine is very aggressive. Let's see what suggests, like, says play this. Because if he takes with the king, I go here and the bishop is under attack, and he should defend that pawn from behind, and at the very end I'm up a bishop. Yeah, the plan was to push the pawn, and you see this dangerous pawn here, dangerous pawn on f6, and you say that okay, there should be something. Also, you see the pin of the knight and discovery attack to the rook. So there should be something with moving this knight. Okay. Next move, I'm thinking I'm queening very fast. Just I should be careful. That's all. Push to the queen, and where does the queen goes? I don't see any escape room for the queen. Why it's so simple? a6. What can he do? Because if he moves the queen to the back rank, okay, then I just simply take the knight, and it's game over. It's checkmate. And the only place he can play is to play c6. If he plays c6, I take the queen, and then he takes back. I push the pawn. Okay, I see. I push the pawn. He goes back to c8 and my pawn is on a7. No, and at this moment I'm thinking to play yeah, okay, maybe it's not that easy, maybe. Okay, what if I push? You play queen there, c6, and then I go behind the pawn. Or what if I just simply play rook c1? Rook c1 with the plan of playing c6, pawn c6. What can he do? Don't know. What else? I think this a6 move sounds very forcing, but not necessarily the best move. Do I have mating chance? Something along like first playing c3 to release the queen, such that I can swing the queen to e5 at some point. If I play c3, c6, he takes with the queen. The bad part of the sword is this: he takes with the queen. On the other hand, if I force him to move the rook away, and then force him to move the knight away, then I can mate him, because the back rank is very weak. Okay, what if I do something like push the pawn, sacrifice the pawn? No, it doesn't help. I think a6 is a force move. I should do it. I just don't see the continuation. Let me do it. This is the only force move. Sometimes you should cheat like that. And then what is the next force move? If I push the pawn, he takes my queen. If I take his queen, he takes my queen back. This is of course force move. Shall I do it? Yeah. What is next? What is coming next? If I play a7, he has to play rook c8. There is no other move. So this is also force move, but then from now I don't know what is the next force move. The next force move might be pawn c6. Then he has to take the bishop, I believe. Otherwise I take knight with the check and win the rook. Or if I don't win the rook and if I move the rook, I just promote the pawn to the queen. So he takes my bishop. Then what? I just lose a bishop. Another force move I see is like bishop c7, because I want to play bishop b8, and when I play bishop b8, no, if I play bishop e8, it still is nothing. Bishop b7, he cannot take it with the rook, of course, but my plan is to push the pawns and make them queen. Maybe bishop b7 is a good move, yes, because I push the pawns. I can push the pawns freely without danger of being losing a bishop. Okay, let's say bishop c7. It is not super forced because one thing he can do is just take my c pawn with the knight, and then if I take back, take it, he takes the other pawn with the bishop. But this is not good because then I'm able to play bishop b8 and block his rook pass to the a8 and make my own queen. So he cannot really take my pawn, right? Let's see what he's doing. Okay, hopefully it is not a mistake. Yeah, okay. Thank you, thank you, chess.com. You cleared it here. Okay, what I thought here was that these are force move, right? And this move. I thought about if it takes here. Yeah, okay, I thought about even if I take it, it's not that bad because I can play here. But chess.com says that it's not super good because he can take and he has enough pawn to defend. So luckily the puzzle ended here, but I had to play this move. This is a check. He has to take, I have to take, and whatever he do, I will make queen next move. Like he takes, it's a queen. He doesn't take, he go like here, it's a queen. Yeah, that was it. And today we had a progress. Yeah, we got all puzzles right, but no, not very quick. See you tomorrow. Bye.